Okay, we're on to our, well, I'm skipping a section, so time and timetables. These are higher level maths. I'm not going to go through time and timetables. If you don't know that, you shouldn't be in higher level really, or if you can't teach yourself that, you shouldn't be in higher level. So just have a quick look through it, just making sure you know the difference between times really. And we're going to move on to speed, distance, time, which again you've done in science, so it should be most of you will have done in science, so it's covered fairly quickly. The problems might be a bit more difficult in maths, but same thing. So speed is distance over time. So take down these two yellow boxes. I'm sure you've taken that down in science before. I know my lads have. So speed, distance, time. Speed is distance over time. Time is distance over speed, and distance is speed times time. So those two yellow boxes, take them down. I'm going to go through two examples and then let you away. And so that's just rubbed out something there. So nice and easy. First one. Find train travels 210 kilometers in 2.5 hours. Find the average speed. So like we said, speed is distance over time. Speed is the distance over the time. Speed is the distance, which is 210, divided by the time, which is 2.5 hours. Now, mostly speed is measured in kilometers per hour, but it could be that it's kilometers per minute or per second, meters per second. It depends the way they ask it, okay? It depends what they're talking about. So if they're talking about cars, it's generally going to be kilometers per hour, or trains or something. So we divide that in and we get 84. So you just double check, it is in kilometers and it's per hour. Again, in science, you'd generally be talking about meters per second, and that might be written as meters second to the -1. But in maths, we're generally okay to leave it as kilometers per hour. Okay. Next, motorists travelled 500 kilometers in 6 hours. So they're saying they didn't have the same speed for the whole time. So the average speed for the first 2 hours was 100 kilometers an hour. Find the average speed of the last 4 hours. So what we have to find is how far did the motorists travel in the first 2 hours. So we've got the speed, we've got the time, 2 hours. So distance is equal to speed by time, because if it does 100 kilometers per hour and there's 2 hours, so it's 100 times 2 is 200 kilometers. So 200 kilometers. So in the last 4 hours, if he's travelled 200 in the first 2, he's travelled 300 in the last 4. So in the thing, it's asking for the average speed. So speed is distance over time. So if we've travelled 200 in the first 2 hours and there's 300 left, so it's 300 divided by the time is 4 hours, and that is 75 kilometers per hour. So this is where the questions, there'll be different questions to these, and you'll have to adapt your knowledge. So read the question very carefully, work out what you know, and it's generally going to be using the speed is distance over time, that triangle that you took down. But there could be something changing kilometers an hour to meters per second. So have a think how you do that, and if there's any questions, please ask. After this chapter's finished. We're pretty much finished the course. There's one little chapter to go. I will be doing a live lesson tomorrow, Friday, first thing in the morning, to explain the project part of your. It's not going to be like other subjects. It's going to be slightly different, but I'll explain that tomorrow. So get this finished. Then the next couple of weeks we'll be looking at, or the next week anyway, we'll be looking at our project thing, and then when we get back, I'll explain what we're going to do then. But the exam is still worth a big proportion of your junior cert mark, so it's vital that we get the exam or the course finished. All right.